Tony Khan got his ass kicked in the ring, and then unfortunately for him, he got his ass kicked in the ratings. And now, Fog Wrestling is going to deliver another ass whooping, a third ass whooping, as we add some humiliation to Tony Khan and AEW by going through the AEW Dynamite quarter hour ratings. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Some good news for AEW is they didn't lose as many fans as they normally do from start to finish. However, the bad news for AEW is they didn't get as many fans overall as they normally do, and they certainly didn't start the show with as many fans as they normally do, because quarter one, 8 o'clock to 8:15, drew 792,000 viewers. Normally, with the Big Bang Theory leading in, we always see 900. Sometimes we see 1 million if we're really lucky. But no, this time, 792,000 viewers, a low number. We kicked off with the Elite and Jack Perry. Then we got Trent Barretta, Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor. Whoever thought that was a good idea to kick off the show? Honestly, I do not know. And then we led in to Strickland versus Kyle Fletcher. Quarter two, 8:15 to 8:30, it was Strickland versus Fletcher continuing. Then Deanna Perosa and Thunder Rosa cutting a backstage promo. This lost 10%. So straight away, you add in the new world champion and Kyle Fletcher, a guy that nobody cares about, and you add in some women that always lose ratings, and we see a 10% dip here in the viewership. So, like I said, not great. Moving into quarter three, 8:30 to 8:45, we get Mina Sharawaka versus Anna Jay with a post-match with Mariah May and Toni Storm. This lost a further 1%. We now go down to 709,000 viewers. And in quarter four, 8:45 to 9 PM, we got Serena Deeb, Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Stokely Hathaway, and Mercedes Moné cutting a live promo, followed by a Perry and Mike Jackson or Matt Jackson backstage promo. And again, this lost 2%. This lost 2% because I guess nobody cares about the women. It is what it is. They never draw. Quarter five, we get a 9% loss. Holy crap. So we go from 694,000 down to 629,000. This had the AEW International title #1 contendership gauntlet match. Not good. Top of the hour. It's normally a rating slot that can maybe get you an increase. Everyone's changing at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. That's when you've got a chance to put something good on. That's when you've got a chance to try and win back some viewers. And AEW did not do it here. So, like I said, now down at 629,000. Quarter six, so we do see an increase of 5%, surprisingly. This had the continuation of the AEW International #1 contendership gauntlet match, then a post-match with Will Ospreay, Roderick Strong, and then the Chris Jericho and Big Bill promo. This went up 5%. Jericho, for once, involved in something that went up. However, looking at the YouTube clips, I'm not going to give Jericho any credit for this because I don't think the people were tuning in to see Jericho. Maybe they were tuning in to see the end of the gauntlet match or something else. But Jericho hasn't fucking drawn in weeks and months, so I don't know why all of a sudden he's going to get a good number now. Moving into quarter seven, we get Ospreay, Don Callis backstage, and then we get the beginning of Jon Moxley and Powerhouse Hobbs. This lost 8%. Jon Moxley, we always hear how he is the big star. He's the biggest draw. People said he was a bigger draw than CM Punk. What a fucking joke. 8% down. Him defending some shitey belt from Japan that nobody cares about. Yet we're supposed to pretend that it's the IWGP Championship, man. It's a world title. It's a great match. It's an important belt to be on the list. No, it's no. See the belt in my wardrobe that holds up my fucking pants, man? That's a bigger draw than the Japanese belt, right? The Japanese belts don't mean shit. They really don't. And then we move into quarter eight, the final quarter. It was Moxley versus Hobbs continuation. We then got a post-match at the end with Renee and Shibata. And then we got the Tony Khan angle with the Elite. This went up 8%. And the show finished in quarter eight with 657 viewers. Now, at least they ended it with a positive. You got an 8% increase, which is good. However, you're increasing on 607,000 viewers, so it's not that impressive. Okay, yes, it's an increase, but look at the number. The number still sucks. It went up 8%, but it still fucking sucks. 657,000 viewers tuning in to see the ending of AEW Dynamite. That sucks. That really does suck. When you think about it, quarter 8 only went up because quarter 7 tanked. When you look at the numbers, quarter 8 is still lower than quarter 6. So yeah, there was increases in quarter 6 and quarter 8, but it's because quarter 5 and quarter 7 tanked. Therefore, it's not really big increases. The numbers just went back to what it was previously. People will say quarter 6 went up 5%, quarter 8 went up 8%, but they did 659,000 and 657,000 respectively. Those are not good quarter numbers. Okay, they might have increased, but it's only because the quarters before them were so bad. So, I mean, none of these numbers are good. I think the most concerning thing for AEW is they didn't get their good start to the show. They started with 792,000 fans, and Tony Khan, AEW, they must be worried because they are so used to starting the show strong, getting the Big Bang Theory lead in. And then obviously when you're starting with, like, let's say 950,000 viewers, it's going to take you longer to lose those viewers. Normally we see AEW Dynamite staying above 700,000 until maybe quarter 6, quarter 7. But this week, they couldn't even do an hour. By the end of the first hour, they had already dipped under 700k, and then the ratings just got lower. So only 3 quarters were over 700k. 2 of those 3 quarters were 709,000 and 716,000 respectively. So we're talking borderline just above it. And then the other quarter, like I said, quarter 1, 792,000. So not a single quarter over 800k. 1 quarter over 700, decent amount, and then the other 2 quarters barely getting 700, everything else below. And we almost had a quarter 7, 607,000, almost dipped under 600k. And I said in the ratings review, I said that I believe AEW will overall, in terms of viewership, I think they will do under 600k before they do over 800k. And looking at these ratings, I think I'm 100% right. There's just not enough quarters here to boost AEW up. Now, could they get a decent rating next week? Maybe. Look, we'll see what they do with the whole Tony Khan shit. There's potential, I think, for them to get a quick boost here. But the overall product sucks. Less people are watching it, and it's no surprise. Honestly, a few years ago, AEW, I'm not going to sit and pretend it was in the right direction, but it was a lot better than it was now. They had a legitimate draw. They had CM Punk. This guy should have took AEW to the next level. They fucked it up, and now they have nothing. They've got the Elite. A bunch of guys from New Japan that have never drawn a dime in America. So, good luck, Tony Khan. I think you'll need it. I mean, you can't sell moves, you can't sell tickets, you can't draw ratings. It's not looking too good for Tony, the con man can. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching, and peace.